Hello guys, this is Salman sir here with the Spring Chemistry, and in this video we are going to discuss about the chemistry paper 1 question number 2 to 8, all carrying 2 marks. So today we are going to discuss 2 marks question of ISC chemistry question paper 1 2020. Now in last video we have discussed about the question number 1 that contained 20 marks, and before that we have discussed the whole question paper. Now, today I am going to discuss the question from question 2 to 8. Now, question number 2 belongs to the solid state, and an element has atomic weight 93 gram, atomic weight is given, density is given, and if the edge length of its unit cell is 300 picometer, the edge length is given, identify the type of unit cell. Avogadro number is also given. Then, what will you do? You will use that formula. What formula? Density is equal to Z M, capital M, upon A cube and Na. So Z is the number of constituent per unit cell. Here the unit cell is not given. Then identify the type of unit cell. So we will find the value of Z. Molecular mass is given. A is the edge length. Na is the Avogadro number. So now, how do you calculate the Z? Cross multiplication, Z will be D A cube Na upon M. So here the value of D will be given in the question paper. What is that? 11.5 gram per centimeter cube. And A cube, A is given in picometer, then it will be converted into centimeter because density, the unit of density is gram per centimeter cube. So picometer is 300, so it will be 300 into 10 to the power minus 10. That will be the conversion of picometer into centimeter, and whole cube, that is the A cube. Na is the Avogadro number divided by molecular mass. You will get the value of Z, and Z has the what type of unit cell? That is BCC. If you will see the second part of this question, either you will do this or this. So now here the question is the same calculation of radius. It is calculating the atomic weight is given, and the crystal is FCC face center. The value of Z will be 4. And has density is given in gram per centimeter cube. So here we are going to calculate the value of A. Then we can calculate the value of R. So how will you calculate the value of A? The same formula will be used what you have used in the above question. So A cube is equal to this value Zm upon D Na. So put the value of Z, M, density and Avogadro number. So you will get the value of A cube, that is in centimeter cube, and you will take the cube root. The A will be this value, and it's centimeter converted into picometer, multiply by 10 to the power 10. Now the value of A is given. Now it is FCC, so the relation will be what? R is equal to A upon 2 root 2. So R is equal to A upon 2 root 2 is the relation between radius, and A is what? Edge length. So this is the relation. So you will put the value of A and get the radius. So here if you will say that what question I will choose, so I will choose the first question because it is simple, and you can calculate the value of Z and say that it is BCC. If it is Z, the value of Z is 2. Now question number 3, that have only one question, complete and balance the following chemical equation. This question belongs to P block. Then phosphorus treated with sodium hydroxide, it is always important question. Copper is treated with dilute nitric acid. So here you are going to write the balanced chemical equation, because most of the students, they are not writing the balanced chemical equation. So what is the answer? That is P4 plus NaOH, water, heat in inert atmosphere. It will be NaH2PO4, PO2, NaH2PO2 and PH3 gas will be evolved. Now the reaction must be balanced. So all the byproduct must be retained and the reaction will be balanced. See here, copper nitric acid react with copper. Here nitric oxide will form. What will form? Nitric oxide. So students are writing NO2, then it will not be balanced, it will be a different reaction. In that case you have to take conc HNO3. But dilute HNO3 give nitric oxide. So here copper nitrate, nitric oxide and water, and you must balance the equation. Now question number 4, write the chemical equation for the reaction of glucose with bromine water. Write the Zwitter ion structure of glycine. So this question from where? Biomolecule. Then here, how will you convert glucose, treated glucose with bromine water? So bromine react with water and release nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen oxidize glucose into gluconic acid. So this CHO will be COH only, the remaining structure remain unchanged. So this is the 1 mark question. Here nascent oxygen is must and formula of glucose and gluconic acid must be correct. There is no balancing is required. If we are talking about the Zwitter ion, second part, Zwitter ion of glycine, this is the Zwitter ion of glycine. So glycine Zwitter ion, so here H will be there and here NH2, that is the formula of glycine. The H will migrate from COH to NH2 because it's basic, it accept proton, it is acidic part, it donate proton, so it will be a Zwitter ion. Now if we are talking about question number 5, how do antiseptic differ from disinfectant? Name the substance that can be used as an antiseptic as well as disinfectant. Now see the answer. Antiseptic and disinfectant. You know that antiseptic, disinfectant both are used to kill the germs, but antiseptic used to kill the germs of skin, living tissues, and then disinfectant also kill the germs but used to clean the floor or instrument, to kill the germs found on floor as well as on the instrument, that is not living things, non-living things that we are using to kill the insect. And phenol is the substance chemical that can be used both as antiseptic as well as disinfectant. But as antiseptic, see the percentage, 0.2% of phenol is used, but in case of disinfectant 1% phenol is used. This is not much highly concentrated. 1% phenol is used as a disinfectant and 0.2% phenol is used as antiseptic. Some other compound, hydrogen peroxide with different concentration, can be used both as antiseptic and disinfectant. We can take iodine also, that can be used with different concentration. Now in question number 6, an alloy of gold and cadmium crystallizes with the cubic structure in which gold atom occupy the corner and cadmium atom fit into the face centers. What is the formula of an alloy? This is the question belongs to the solid state. That is the first chapter of the syllabus of chemistry. Now how to write the answer? Now see here, gold is placed where? Now it is a corner, so 1 by 8 into 8, 8 corners, and every corner have 1 by 8 portion of the unit cell. And cadmium placed at the face centered. So face centered, how many faces? 6 faces, and the constituent occupy half of the constituent present in the unit cell. So half into 6 will be 3. So gold will be 1 and cadmium will be 3. So gold 1, cadmium 3. The formula will be AuCd3. Now question number 7. State reason for the following. Ethylamine is soluble in water whereas aniline is insoluble in water. So ethylamine, that is aliphatic amine, that form hydrogen bond with water, and aniline is insoluble in water. It also form hydrogen bond, but not that much strength, because aniline, that is aromatic, and ring act as a hydrophobic part and repel to the water molecule and do not soluble in water. And second part, aliphatic amines are stronger base than aromatic amine. Both the amines carrying lone pair, both are Lewis base, but again due to plus I effect, lone pair is available on nitrogen in case of aliphatic amines, but in case of aromatic amines the lone pair busy in resonance, so it is not available most of the time on nitrogen. So here the answer will be what? Plus I effect, and here it will be due to resonance. Now the B part of the same question, complete and balance the following equation. Again you must know that products will be written with the byproducts. If you are going to miss the byproduct, you will lose the marks, and reaction must be balanced. Then what will be the answer? Here C6H5NH2, that is aniline is treated with CH3COCl acetyl chloride, then HCl will be removed, H from here and Cl from here, then the remaining will be the product. Is it okay? Now here ethylamine is treated with nitrous acid that give alcohol. The ethylamine NH2 will be replaced by OH group and the byproduct will be nitrogen N2 molecule and water. Reactions are already balanced, no need to balance it, but here byproduct must be written. Now the last question is what? Draw the structure of xenon tetrafluoride molecule, state the hybridization of the central atom and the geometry of the molecule. Now here xenon tetrafluoride have what structure? Square planar structure with two lone pairs and the hybridization will be sp3d2. But don't miss the lone pair here. Square planar sp3d2, that you will get the marks, 2 marks question. Now next video I will discuss about 3 marks question.